Stacy oversings. Yeah, Stacy does a lot. All the girls meet up over Leela house, and they pretty much talking about the whole benefit concert that they're gonna give for cancer for the charity. And basically, Chrisette left. Chrisette's gone. She just dipped. The energy wasn't right. The energy, the energy. That's how she talks. The energy wasn't right, so she just left. Bye. And all the girls are heartbroken about it, yada yada. Shantae, the energy has shifted. We're all kind of sad. Shut up, Shantae. You don't like Chrisette that much. Keep it real. Um, Leela and not Leela, Michel'le and Stacy started kind of going back and forth. Stacy mentioned the whole thing that happened last week with Chrisette Michelle and how she felt like she could have possibly disrespected Chrisette Michelle, but because Chrisette Michelle didn't tell her what was the issue or how did I offend you or what have you, um, it kind of just left like a question mark in the room. And it kind of made Stacey feel bad, which I can understand how. And then Chrisette just gets up and leaves, like it's just over with now. I don't want to talk about it. No, let's talk about it. Like I feel Stacey on that part. Um, Stacey was like she felt kind of embarrassed and she felt bad and this and that. Michelle, well, damn, you know exactly how I feel. And so they started getting into it. It was crazy. Shantae started to stick up for Michelle. And Shantae was like, but not in my presence. You're not gonna talk to her like that in my presence, and this and that. Shantae and Stacy kind of got into it. Stacy was getting turned up, and then Brave all of a sudden just started praying, and it was a moment, and all the girls was quiet, and Stacy apologized, and they seemed to accept it, but not really. But Stacy invited the girls to her makeup line party, and all the girls showed up except for Shantae and of course Chrisette because she went to Arizona um, to go get Coyote fur or whatever. So they all seem to be cool. Stacy was trying. She gave them cupcakes, and this. Honestly, this all you. If we ever have an issue, that's pretty much what you got to do for me. It's just um take me somewhere to eat and I'll be fine if the food is good. But what else has happened? The girls decided to do a song with Warren Campbell. Big Teeth Warren Campbell. Um Erica Campbell's husband from Mary Mary. Shackles on my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise you. He's a great producer, a good songwriter, all that good stuff. So all the girls meet up. He plays them the song. I was like, yeah, we like the song, but he never knew. He didn't know Francis, Stacy, or Bravery, and so Stacy starts to sing. Warren he starts to play a little bit on the piano, and Stacy's she starts singing Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace. You know, mm, it was much. Stacey can definitely sing, but it's too much. It's too much, and her tone. She has a weird tone. It's something about her tone that makes her sound like she's off key all the time when she's singing. I don't know what it is, but anyway, she sung and everybody was giving crazy looks. It was like, damn. She just took the kids to church and hell at the same time. Uh, Bravery, she was like, oh, she doesn't have the big voice. She don't do all the vocal acrobatics, and I'm glad you know your strengths. But she said she do rap. And when she was rapping, I was like, okay, Brave, hey, 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 that makes more sense. I was like, okay, get into it. Um, we found out that they're doing the whole charity thing, obviously, and the song is for charity. All the proceeds is going for charity for cancer. It's very near and dear to Leela James because her best friend is going through cancer. They had a scene where she was going to pick out wigs and stuff. It's a very touching scene. And, her friend is basically telling her all this stupid shit that these girls got going on. They basically need to just let it go. Um, because, there's a bigger meaning here. Just do it for the cancer victims, everybody been affected by cancer. And yeah, just stop with the petty shit, basically, is what her friend, Leela friend Teresa was saying. But anyway, back to the whole studio thing. Um, we found out that Shantae Moore, okay, so it's for charity, right? And all the proceeds are going to the cancer place where they're, performing at, the City of Hope, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, the foundation. Um, but we find out that Shantae Moore, she wants 1% of the proceeds. Now everybody else is doing the shit for free, but Miss Shantae Moore, because more is always more, or maybe less is less. Maybe that account is less, and Shantae want to make a little bit of profit off of it. Oh, Shantae. I'm a fan of Shantae Moore. I think she's one of the best voices, period, in music. Hello, my love, before the sun rises, after it goes down. I live for Shantae. But Shantae, I can't defend you on this one. You were straight up wrong, boo. If everybody doing this shit for charity, and then Warren, we found out that he had a liver scare with cancer. Everybody's doing this for charity. Every single woman in this cast is doing it for charity. You want a little change off of it. Plus, Shantae also asked Warren's sister, who's a songwriter, to write her part of the song. She's not used to that. Now, Shantae did all this underhandedly. None of the girls knew about this until that moment. And Warren was like, I don't think it's shady. I don't want people to think it's shady. And here comes old strong jaw ass Francis. It is shady. It's very shady. And we're going to address this. It's very shady. It's this and that. Francis, your timing is off. Nobody wants to hear what you got to say. You just got on their good side a little bit when you apologized, and also when you invited them to your makeup launch and when you fed them hookers cupcakes, okay? But your timing is off. And you saying that it was shady and this and that and all that. Yes, it was shady. But that wasn't your place to say that. You don't know Shantae like that. You don't know any of these girls like that. Just quit. Just chill out for a minute. Just be quiet. Just chill out for a minute. Give them the chance to get to know you and all that, Um, yeah. So, anyway, Shantae pretty much just rolled her eyes at her. Who didn't make the studio meeting with Warren Campbell was Michel'le. She was the only person that wasn't there. And Lil Mo, Michel'le really need to get it together. She need to get it together. What's going on with Michel'le? But see, Lil Mo would never say this shit to her face. Like in the beginning of the episode when Lil Mo just walked out, when she was like, "Oh, this is my spirit, and I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this and all that." She just pretty much walked out. And Stacey is her friend, but she gonna leave her there. It was like, really, Mo? Kind of trying to make it seem like, oh, it's just everybody that's getting on your nerves when it's really just Michel'le. But you're not gonna say anything until you get the opportunity. Lil Mo is not gonna say anything that she has a problem with somebody until somebody else say something. That's how she is. That's ooh, child, that blonde frog. Anyway, Stacey invites Brave and Michel'le to talk for dinner, and they all sit and talk and have their moments. And she's basically filling Michel'le in on everything that happened. Now, Francis also agreed with Mo. Well, they said this in their confessionals, I think, that, Michel'le should be here. And Francis also said, yeah, it's borderline disrespectful that she's not there. But you invite her to dinner to talk shit about Shantae. And that's basically what she tried to do. Oh, Shantae, she did this, Shantae did that. Like, girl, do you really think that these girls aren't going to go back and say what you just said? Especially with Michel'le. Michel'le and Shantae, they're friends. Or some like it. They have history. At the end of the day, their loyalty lies with each other than with you. They just met you, boo. Bravery brought up the fact at the dinner with Michel'le and Stacy. She brought up the fact that she felt like Stacy was kind of throwing shade at her, because Stacy said at the studio, "We ain't gonna pray and we ain't gonna do all that." Now remember, Brave prayed at the beginning of the episode when the girls got into it at Leela's house. Stacy at the meeting was like, "Oh, we, not gonna pray and all this shit. Now this is what we gonna do." And Stacy admitted pretty much that, yeah, she was throwing shade at her, that it was appropriate, it was inappropriate, and you can't pray at all times. And Bravey was like, "I agree, it's a time and place, but your timing is off as well." And Brave was like, "Don't let me bring the Baltimore out or whatever." And Stacy was like, "The Baltimore out? Don't let me bring the Brooklyn out, okay? The Brooklyn, because Brooklyn is right here, and everything." And Michel'le over there with her blue hair, and she's just very much so instigating the whole thing, kind of, and it was just crazy. But yeah, it's just the fool. Stacy invited the girls to meet with her. She was having the singing live at this club for her party promoter friend, Bruce Valanche, the comedian. He was hosting it, and he brought her up and all that, introduced her and all that. She was hoping that Divas was there. Why would you think they would come, Stacy? I mean, for real. She invited the girls after the makeup event, to the live singing performance that she was gonna give. But why would you really thought it was gonna come, Stacey? I mean, I know it probably hurt your feelings that they didn't come, and I completely understand. But you shouldn't be surprised they didn't come. What they did after that whole meeting that you had with Michel'le and Bravery, they went right back to the other girls and said some shit, and it's just more stuff added on as to why they don't want to fuck with you. It's just constant, keep going, keep stuff going. Now you've already apologized. My advice to you is not to apologize anymore. You've already apologized. Don't keep kissing ass. Just sit back and be quiet and chill. I'm not saying that you can't express yourself or have an opinion when you need to have one, but just know that it's a time and a place, and just know that these girls pretty much got it out for you. But a lot of this you brought on yourself. But you can't turn back the hands of time. Nobody can. So just sit back, chill, wait, be quiet, and know your place for a while until you can, get on kind of good terms with these girls. That's all I can say. But if they really don't want to fuck with you after, you chill out a little bit, if you chill out, then fuck them. Shit. Ain't nobody in the business kissing ass. Child, please. Especially not on R&B Divas. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at It's King's World on Twitter. Chase King was here on Facebook and all that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Love ya. Love ya. Guys, hey Isaiah.